Well, good morning, my ladies and my gents. Wednesday morning here, and it is chilly. Still below freezing down here in southern Texas. This ain't something we used to down here. Y'all up north, oh my God. I saw in the news this morning wind chills of around minus 40 and minus 50 up in North Dakota, Montana. My God, guys, be careful up there. Stay warm. Even without the wind chill, that is stupid cold weather. Anyway, today I have an update on the big rig group build with Jeff over at Jeff's Model Garage. And I'm doing that 359 Pete that Revell puts out. And I thought, hey, Revell of Germany, this is really going to be a great kit. It's a bit of a challenge. What I've been doing so far is, first of all, I have the engine. It's all nice and finished. It's a Cummins. And I've got, of course, some of the decal and come around decal up here. Didn't get that well, but oh well. I tried scraping and scraping and scraping. It just never did quite. The front with all of the pulleys and everything. And interestingly, there's no bracket for the alternator. The turbo setup is kind of cool. Turbos, both of them, were chrome. I can't use a lot of the chemicals that a lot of you use to dechrome it, so mine is take your knife, scrape, 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 scrape. I spent about an hour and a half last night scraping chrome, but I got that all done. Color shout-outs call for the transmission to be tan as well. Cummins is a tan motor, at least it used to be, until they started coming out with the red motors. Right off the bat, I can't remember what they're called, but they're always tan, long as I can remember. The transmission, based on looking at the gear shift, is a Road Ranger, either 13, 15, or 18 speed, depending on how it's set up. They're aluminum, metal colored. You don't paint them tan. So I painted it aluminum. They had all of this stuff tan. No, they're not tan. So, but anyway, got that finished up. I've got, it actually has, look at the instructions, it has tubing, and then later it attaches to various points on the cab. Very interesting. And of course I got the frame done. I'm basically now done through step 16, and this is all part of that. But I've got the air tanks, the frame together, the decals. It says, see if I can get it to, well, let me get it down here and see if I can zoom it in. Heat treated, do not weld, or, but I also look, I got the airbags painted too. They're painted with, to me, a rubber black. The color shout out said for these are air tanks. They're said to also be black. I wanted them to stand out just a little bit, so I painted them steel color, and then I got the little bolt clamps black. And other side, just basically more of the same. Got that all together and ready to go. And that's basically what I got. Next, I thought this is going to be just an easy, pretty good. The hood and the cab were attached about this far apart with some huge pieces of sprue, and had to do a lot of cutting, had to do a lot of trimming, had to do a lot of carving. I had a lot of stuff in through, see if I can get it to shine just right, but the huge mold marks across the sides of the hood, here and here, I got it pretty well down. Went ahead and put the fenders on the hood to get a white paint on it. This is going to be an all white cab with the STS decals on it, and but it's a lot easier to paint all together than trying to do that. The cab, when I got it all apart, had a split from here all the way up to here, and I managed to get it where you can't even hardly see it, but I also put a little bit of stuff down here to reinforce where that was broken. But I got all that painted. The mold lines are horrendous. This isn't really going to be seen that much because the sleeper's going to go here, but the mold lines were just, I mean, Chimney, the amount of carving I was having to do. The roof didn't come out quite as good as I wanted, but it had holes for the air deflector to go on top. I'm doing a flatbed. I don't need them. What I can do is get a couple of lights or a rotator bar to put maybe just right across here, like for oversized loads. And I've got some VCG things, and I've got some stuff from AMT. The inside, the patterning. You get to the doors, and this kind of amazed me. Let's see if I can move this and get light over here, because the actual detailing in the, let's see, I think that'll work. Nope, that's not the right part. Yeah, here we go. Still on the sprue. Okay, let me get it here and then zoom in. This is the passenger door. The texture detailing, that's the inside of the driver's door. But the texture, the detail on that texture is just amazing. Yeah, that is, and it goes throughout the whole thing of that type. And it's just really amazing. But, so, yeah. But, the flashing, I mean, come on, Revell Germany. Something like this, that is some minor flashing compared to what I've run across. But I'm having to do a lot of trimming on this, a lot of carving, a bit of puttying. But yeah, on the top, I covered the holes up with putty and then painted over it. But apparently I didn't get that one quite filled up enough. So, but all in all, that engine actually came out fairly nice. So, and not quite going along quite 100% with the color that they want, because I'm doing it for me and how I want it done. This is going to have my company logo on it as opposed to what they can provide. Decal sheet does have one nice thing in it. I'm in Texas. This has Texas plate. And one other interesting tidbit for those of you building big rigs. When you're doing a truck tractor, Peterbilt, Kenworth, Mack, White Western Star, things like this, a truck tractor is designed to pull a trailer. That's their sole purpose in the industry, is to pull a trailer. Most states, I In fact, in today's world, all states, the only plate that you have is the front bump on the front bumper, because it is an apportioned vehicle, meaning the taxes are apportioned between the truck and the trailer. So you wind up with normally don't have a plate in the back. In the old days, it was kind of random. Some states you did, some states you didn't. Most states didn't, because it was it had a trailer on it. It's kind of hard for the cop to look underneath there and look at the trailer plate, or look at the back plate on the trailer. I mean, the back plate on the truck, because of the trailers right there. But it's just a little interesting tidbit about that. So when I get this done, it will only have a plate on the front bumper. It won't have a plate on the back like the layout calls for in the instructions. So, but there's my update on the big rig build with Jeff over at Jeff's Model Garage. Thanks for letting me participate, and y'all stay warm, and I will talk to y'all in the next one. B-Tex, signing out.